Hey guys, so this video is going to be paired with the blog post that I published last night, or this morning, I guess it was. It is what the title says, Great Drugstore Skincare. And the reason I wanted to do this video was because, people think you have to spend a lot of money to get good quality skincare. You don't. There's some really, really good options in the drugstore. And I'm going to say in this video pretty much the same things I said in the blog post. If you want to click over to the blog post and read it and, be able to read it at your leisure, please do. I'll link it in the description box. So basically, I'm going to share with you things to avoid and things to look for. So 4 things to avoid. I only put 3 in the blog post. I'm going to talk about 4. I'm going to add to this one a special one because I see it on YouTube a lot. First thing to avoid is the notion that natural is better, or that if something is natural, it's inherently safe and good for you. That is not true at all. Plenty of natural things are very, very bad for you. Hydrochloric acid, diphtheria, rabies. These things are all very, very bad for you. Lemon juice. You don't want to put lemon juice on your skin. It's very irritating and can cause skin damage, and that's very natural. Whereas there are things that are synthetic that you put on your skin, and they're very healing, very moisturizing, very, very good for your skin. So this idea that natural is inherently good needs to go out the window. So avoid that thinking. That's the first thing to avoid. Avoid jar packaging. Let's see if I have any with me. I don't think I have any because I know better than to buy things in jars. I think I have makeup in jars. So something like this. This is a cream eyeshadow. You don't want to get skincare in jars because the products that I'll talk about next that are beneficial, a lot of them will degrade when they're exposed to light and air, and they'll be useless once they are degraded. And every time you open that jar, they're exposed to light and air. Also, every time you stick your finger in there, you're putting bacteria and germs and your skin oils in there, and that will, make it kind of yucky after a while. So don't buy your skincare products in jars because it will be essentially useless. And after a while, you're going to be putting germs on your skin, and you could be spending a lot of money for nothing, to be getting, no benefits, because the good products have evaporated and degraded because they've been exposed to light and air. Why do product manufacturers put them in jars? Because people like them. They think they're better. People buy them. Consumers like them. They think they're better. But if we stop buying them in jars, they will stop making them in jars. Avoid alcohol, but not all alcohol. This is a tricky one. You want to avoid isopropyl alcohol. You want to avoid just plain alcohol, if it just is alcohol. You want to avoid SD alcohol. You want to avoid, I forgot the other one. But there are other alcohols that are okay or even beneficial, like cetyl alcohol or benzyl alcohol. I link to a ingredient dictionary in the blog post that you can check out when you're in doubt. But alcohol as a category is something you want to be careful of. A lot of toners, in fact, virtually all toners that are sold in the drugstore and even high-end, have a tremendous amount of alcohol in them. Most acne medications have alcohol in them. I get so frustrated. So many products have alcohol, and it's really drying, and it's really irritating, and it's so bad for your skin, and yet there is so much in so many products. So you got to be careful of that. You got to really read your ingredients. And again, there are some that aren't bad. So even when you're watching for it, you still you need to know what you're looking for. So that's 3. I'm totally blanking on the 4th. This is so bad. Let me pull up. Sorry, guys. I get all flustered. So the trap of thinking natural is better, jar packaging. Fragrance, that's the last one. And the worst, you want to avoid fragrance because you don't need it and it's irritating to the skin. It's damaging to the skin. It inflames the skin. Synthetic and natural. And that's where natural skincare is so sneaky. They put so many essential oils in there to make them smell good, but essential oils are so irritating. And even essential oil manufacturers will put on their product, do not apply directly to skin, because they know essential oils are bad for your skin. And yet natural skincare manufacturers will put essential oils, they'll load up their products as essential oils to make them smell good. And because people think if something smells good, it's, you know, luxurious. But you don't need your skincare to smell good to work great. And in fact, you don't want it to smell at all because that fragrance is so bad for your skin. So that's the 4th thing to avoid. I apologize, I blanked on that. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about things to look for. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm just going to blow through these really fast so I don't keep you too long. First, salicylic acid. You remember this from your acne medication when you were a teen. Unfortunately, most over-the-counter salicylic acne medications also have alcohol in them. There's very few that have the right amount of salicylic acid at the right pH that don't have a massive amount of drying, irritating alcohol. So in the next blog post, I'm going to talk about the good ones. But salicylic acid it treats acne, but it also exfoliates to any kind of texture on your skin, large pores, dead skin, wrinkles. It just smooths the skin. It's an anti-inflammatory and an anti-irritant. It is derived from willow bark. It's a relative of aspirin, so it kind of brings down the redness, brings down the inflammation. It is a amazing, cheap, like miracle drug for the skin. Next, alpha hydroxy acids. There's a bunch of them, but the one you probably will recognize is glycolic acid. This will, again, exfoliate. It'll exfoliate sun-damaged skin, revealing the younger, healthier skin underneath. Ceramides are components of the skin's natural structure. They make up the barrier that keeps moisture inside. When they're in skincare, they help your skin maintain that barrier. Make sense? So they keep the barrier that keeps moisture inside. Vitamin C is a skincare superstar. It can fade dark spots, whether they're from age or left over from a breakout. It boosts collagen production. It reduces inflammation. It can reduce the appearance of sun damage, and it even can make your sunscreen more effective. Niacinamide is one of the B vitamins. It can help with acne, breakouts, and red marks that they leave behind, and it can improve skin elasticity and texture, again with the texture, and it's also moisturizing. I'm such a poor speaker. I'm so talky with my hands and I stammer over my words. This is why I'm a blogger and not a public speaker. Okay, retinol is vitamin A. It's an antioxidant like the other vitamins, C and B. It It makes the skin cells behave like young, healthy cells. It attaches to the cell and tells it, you're young and healthy, now behave that way, rather than like an old damaged cell. This one is really, really susceptible to damage from light and air, so retinol in a jar is going to be completely useless. No jars, there's a jar thing. And then lastly, hyaluronic acid. It's a natural lipid in your skin. It works as a moisturizer and an anti-inflammatory in skincare. So those are the biggies. There's a bunch more, but when you look for those 7 in skincare, the other good stuff is also going to be like coming along for the ride. So yes, I don't want to take much more time from you because I know you like short videos. I'll link to the blog post below. Thank you for watching. Again, main thing that I want you to take from this video that's different from the blog post is that natural isn't better. There are some really good natural products out there, but there are also some really horrible natural products out there that are full of fragrances and alcohol and in-jar packages and will do nothing or make your skin worse. So just because something is natural doesn't mean it's good. Likewise, just because something is synthetic doesn't mean it's bad. There are some really, really good synthetic products out there, just like there are some really, really bad synthetic products out there. So just throw that thinking away. Natural isn't better. It's not worse either. It just is. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.